Hey Eurovision fans, today we're checking out all 6 songs from Eurosong, that's Ireland's national final. I'm going to listen and react to all 6 of the audios and see who could follow in Bambi's footsteps in Basel. So, let's kiki. Hi, my name is Tom. I'm an Irish Eurovision analyst and you can find all of this stuff on my Eurovision channel. So I was initially releasing these videos 1 per day, but I'm just a little bit too overwhelmed right now. So in the end, I decided to just put all 6 of them together. So you may have already seen my reaction to Powerplay and Fire. I'm going to shorten those down and put those into this video. And then I'm going to follow up with my other 4 reactions, which I filmed day by day. Don't forget that after I've released this video, I'll do my analysis video. Hopefully within a week of releasing this. Things are crazy busy right now. Loads of national finals, lots of juicy songs to listen to. Make sure you're subscribed. Okay, the first song I checked out was Bobbi Arlo singing Powerplay. She's from the Dublin Wicklow area, but her mum is from Cork, which is the same place as Bambi Thug, and she used to spend a lot of time in Cove. So she's got that Cork connection. She had her breakthrough in 2020 when she was putting out a lot of music during the lockdown. That was a Freudian slip. And she's actually got quite a bit of experience with performances as well. She's done lots of live shows and festivals in Ireland. She's actually performed with Lyra. And the song is called Powerplay, and she actually wrote it in 15 minutes, which is kind of crazy. Super talented songwriter. She actually said in the interview with Ray Darcy that she writes hundreds of these songs very quickly, and most of them are a miss, but this one was a hit. For those of you who don't know, a power play is when someone makes a strategic move to grab more power in politics or a relationship or something like that. So really cool title. Sounds like it might have a female empowerment theme as well, which is really awesome. She's a huge Eurovision fan. She's been following some of the other national finals, and she's also a huge fan of Roisin Murphy. That's like her big idol, which is really cool. Roisin Murphy, if you don't know, is an Irish artist who does incredible electro pop. So I'm hoping that we hear some of those influences, but hopefully Bobbi will be channeling Roisin. Aesthetically, she's got this very cool kind of punk look, a little bit edgy, a little bit alternative. So definitely I think her look is going to make her stand out really well if she makes it to the Eurovision stage. Okay, let's go. Exciting. First song of Eurosong. Who needs the US inauguration when you've got Eurosong Bobbi Arlo? Wanna know my secret bang? Oh wow. Oh, really impactful beginning. That sounds so different and unique. Oh yes, bitch. Oh, what a beat. And we're getting it so early? Has she got more secrets coming up? Oh yes! Oh, that's so good. Really expensive, sexy sounding beat. Oh, I love this more spoken moment bit. Really cool beginning. I just got great energy. I think it's be really unique on the Eurovision stage. Manipulate me? So it's about manipulation in a relationship. Oh, it's gonna stand out a mile. Wow. Oh, those beautiful angelic vocals. This is such a perfect follow-up to Bambi. It's got a darkness to it, but I love that warm beat, bassy beat as well. I love that. How does it feel to be so exposed? Really cool lyrics as well. I love the mix-up now into the singing down into the spoken bit. It gives the song variety. I hope she's got like a little bit of a trick at the end, a little bit of a change-up just to mix up the song. Like a little bit of a tin whistle maybe. But yeah, this is really cool. I love how it's kind of non-pop. We're already going to get some representation in Eurosong this year. That beat is so delicious. That singing she did as well was really lovely. This staging could be really cool. Dark, edgy, bit of mystery as well. Love this kind of like sassy bit now at the end as well. Maybe losing a tiny bit of energy now. Just like a little bit of a change up, but that can come with a revamp. Wonderful. Oh, yeah. So good. That was only 2 minutes 30, 40 or something as well, so she's got more time. That is so freaking good. I love that beat when it comes in really early. It just like grabs you by the shoulders and shakes you. It's like, oh, look at me, pay attention. That's so important in a televote only semi-final, just getting people to look at you. And her styling is so cool and edgy, and that song is just like bam right from the start. It's just really clever Eurovision songwriting. And as she said, she is a Eurovision fan. She follows the contest. She knows that you do need to slightly construct your songs differently for Eurovision to have that kind of accommodate people's low attention span. I'm so happy because That for me already has definite qualification potential and could do something in the final because it's so different. I haven't heard anyone else doing anything like that this year. Not that I remember anyway. And if you've got your whole niche to yourself, that is just so powerful. It's the power play that she's doing for Eurovision. So yeah, this is really great. I would like to see a little bit of revamp towards the last third. I would like maybe a new electronic line coming in, giving us a little bit of a flurry towards the end, like this power play is really struggling and they're fighting, and then she eventually wins it at the end. So I just want maybe a little bit more in the last third, but there's so much time for a revamp if she wins. This has definitely got winner potential for Eurosong. Really, really wonderful. And I think this is a fabulous follow-up to Bambi Thug. This really sets it that Ireland has a really cool, unique, edgy alternative music scene, and it's starting to build a little bit of our personality in Eurovision. Who are we? You know, in the past we were kind of these beautifully written ballads in the 90s that we did so well with, and then going into the noughties we kind of lost our identity a little bit. It was mostly just kind of slightly bland pop, and now I see this kind of like re-emergence of Ireland a little bit like a phoenix. That's kind of goofy to say, but whatever, we're Eurovision phoenixes. Are kind of thinking a little bit outside the box, doing something different, have something to say. We've got to take advantage of the fact that we are native English speakers. We should have better lyrics than countries where English is their second or third or etc. language. So we cannot go to Eurovision with Love From Above and I Will Not Break and I Will Always Be Standing. Powerplay is really cool. There could be some cool stuff on stage with being pulled. There could be she pulling people and they're pulling her. We can have demons around her, like getting in her head and trying to manipulate her. There's like psychology in here. There's so much potential for staging. As an artistic director, you want to look at something like, what's my base product? Have I got some edges and some roughness to build a concept from? And this has that. I'm thinking of blacks and neon pinks and neon greens, and this could look so cool. We've already got something that's definitely be competitive. Also, Eurovision producers wise, they're not going to put this first because it's a little bit edgy, and they're not going to put it second. So even if we get to run first half of the semi-finals again, we're going to be put pretty late because I think they'll want to leave this just a little bit later because I think it'll have a dark look to it. Now let's go to the second song that I checked out. It's Reylta singing Fire. So not too much information about Reylta online. I did do a little bit of a snoopy snoop. I did manage to find out that she's originally from Galway. I think her name is Quiva, but that's not confirmed. An insider told me that might be her name, but she goes under the stage name of Reylta, which is an anglicized version of the Irish word Reylta, which means star. I assume she had to change it to the anglicized version because there's already another band called Reylta, or maybe she got sick of people pronouncing it wrong. Irish words are quite difficult to pronounce sometimes. Shout out to all the Kivas, Aoifes, Maeves out there. For some reason, the Irish women have a much harder time with the name pronunciation than the guys. So she's been performing with a band since 2017. Sounds like we're getting something very different from Bobbi yesterday. Maybe something a little slower, more instrumentation, maybe some Celtic influences as well. Okay, so the song is called Fire, so it's going to be in English. Okay, this is Reylta singing Fire. Want to know my secret? Bang. Oh, is that Irish? No. God, it did sound a little bit like Irish at the start. Lovely haunting beginning with a really sinister double bass in the background. That's very pretty. Great atmosphere. Lovely little guitar coming in as well. This is well constructed, building up a real cool atmosphere. I wonder where she's going with this. Oh, nice little mix up there. A little bit more energy. She's moving around. Very clever. Okay, so this is our first pop drop. Oh wow, okay, I can hear some Irish instrumentation in there. Yeah, this is good. I think I probably preferred the verses a little bit more than the chorus. Wonder what she's doing on stage though. Yeah, the verses are very delicate, very measured. There's a real lightness and softy here, like a fairy dance. This bit's lovely as well, nice bridge. And we've got more violins coming in now as well. Really clever use of instrumentation overall. Okay, let's see how the chorus hits the second time. Yeah, I think it's got this massive hook in it, but it could have some cool staging because it does feel like this kind of like big sudden sunrise. So, and it's got fire in it as well, so it could have this big visual impact if she picks the right staging. Lovely fiddle there. And some beautiful kind of angelic Celtic choral singing. Super different feel from yesterday. That's really cool. Yeah, it's really, really unique. It does have an Irish feel to it. Hoping for something a little bit different now in the last third. Yeah, I wasn't getting much in that last chorus. Yeah, I think this ending could maybe use a tiny bit of a rejig. Because I liked all the instrumentation stuff. I'd like maybe a little bit of a climax there instead of that more stripped down repeating fire. Lots of positives there though. Really, really different from Bobbi. Already showing off the range of music that exists in Ireland in a really, really great way. Bobbi had more alternative, and then this is kind of showing off Celtic theme, using more instrumentation, a little bit more of a traditional feel. Yeah, really, really love the verses. I got so much atmosphere, total control of the mood, very chilling, a little bit sinister. Really, really loved that beginning, and I liked her bridge as well, when she started to do this kind of more dancey singing. The chorus was good. I don't think as impactful as the verses were, so I'd maybe like another melodic line in the chorus. But then she could make it work on stage, you know, if there is this big sudden sea change on stage and we get new lighting and we get some big new imagery or costume revealers, make it feel like we've got this ignition of a fire and then the fire flutters and then it burns, it starts to burn again, and that could really fit in with the storylines. We've only heard the audio aspect. We need to wait and see what the visuals are. That could make it make more sense. But overall, my action thought's really positive. I thought that was really pretty. I liked to have the instrumentation in it. There was double bass, there was violins, there were fiddle, using her background of working with the band for a long time. To be honest, I think that she could have sang that in Irish, and I feel like it would have been authentic, because I feel like sometimes people use Irish as a gimmick in a song. Like with Erica last year, it was cool that she put it in the bridge, but it had like absolutely nothing to do with the song whatsoever. It was just put in as a bit of it was a gimmick, and I liked it, but it was a gimmick. I feel like in that song actually she could have sung a large portion of that in Irish and it would have still felt authentic. But at the end of the day, if she doesn't normally sing in Irish, then I suppose it is just not how she works. How would that do at Eurovision? It doesn't feel like a definite qualifier. I think it would have to have really elevated staging. Perhaps in the verses having lots of kind of blues and black and silvers exploding into these oranges and fire. I don't think pyro would work for it. I don't feel like it's a very pyro song. So I think they'll have to get the metaphor of fire across in a different way. Third up is ADGY singing Run Into the Night. Okay, so our third artist is ADGY. Of course, I remember him from 2 years ago. His song was called Too Good For Your Love, which was an absolutely fantastic song. I loved that. One of my most played songs from 2023. Amazing in the gym. Definitely need to add it to your gym playlist. I thought his performance wasn't great. In fairness, I think it's quite difficult to do like a dancey, upbeat, boppy song in that crappy, small Late Late Show studio. He's had 2 years now to develop his craft, get more experience, get more confidence. So hopefully that'll mean he'll have a more commanding presence on the Late Late Show stage. So the song is called Run Into the Night. It's written by him and his sister Jenny, who's going to be on the Eurosong stage with him playing the fiddle. So that's really cool. He's got some family support there. That's definitely going to help calm his nerves. And the song has been produced by Ivan Klemenko, who produced Smthngnw, the winner in 2022, and also produced Teresa and Maria for Ukraine last year, which was ADGY's favorite song when he was watching the contest last year. He actually contacted Ivan because of that song, sent him his demo and said, please can you do some work on this? So really great to have such a high quality producer working on a song that can really elevate it. I think he's going to be going for something calmer on the stage, and it sounds like he's got a little bit more confidence. Also, one final thing, he's from Donegal as well. So we've had Donegal, Dublin and Galway represented so far. Really, really cool. I hope we get a Cork artist, maybe someone from Waterford, and then we'll have all the corners of Ireland represented in Eurosong. Run Into the Night. Want to know my secret bang? Ooh, nice Celtic beginning. Very pretty voice at the start. I hope he's given himself an easier job this year. Getting a different feel as well from the first two songs. Good mix up. That's gorgeous. Very pretty. He's set himself up now into the chorus. Fiddle sounds really nice. That's Jenny on the fiddle. Oh, that sounds like a little bit of a baritone beat. This has got like a little bit of a subtleness to it. Got a little bit of a ninja feel. Yeah, really calm and cool. Okay, pop drop here. Oh, it's kind of like an instrumental. So what's he doing on stage now? Is he dancing? Is he giving us a little bit of the feels? This sounds lovely though. He's definitely gonna have to fill this space though in the staging. or else it'll drag. There has to be a show going on. Beat coming in now in the second verse, that's excellent. Very different from his first song as well, showing off a range in his music ability. I hope he does continue to build now and give us a little bit of a crazy flourish at the end. Yeah, he's to be very careful now that this doesn't tread into the line of being possibly plotty. He needs to keep the excitement up in the visuals. Because it does have a coolness to it, which can be a strength, can also be a weakness. Okay, second pop drop now. Yes. That's a lovely note. Keep up, more notes. Yes. Nice, 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 nice. This is great, and it feels like a different chorus with this lovely Celtic energy going on. A nice lovely humming coming in, very Enya coded. We approve. Staging is going to be so crucial in this. It's going to make or break it. Really lovely. Yeah, that was really cool. Actually, only really had 2 courses. I feel like I'm in the Greek national final again, which had a lot of songs with 2 courses. Very well constructed. I feel that can go 2 ways. If they nail the staging and give us a feel and a Celtic mystery, this could really, really be cool. Have such a cool, different vibe from everybody else. If the staging isn't good, I think this will feel too flat. It really does feel like it's on a knife edge and it can tilt either way, so they've got to have some. I really like the costumes in this picture where he's with his sister, white flowy gowns giving me some kind of old medieval Celtic feel. Really, really pretty. But yeah, I think there needs to be a little bit of story on the stage. I don't know how they're going to tell that, maybe with the LEDs or something. That's something they're going to have to think outside the box. This is a big thing about Eurosong now, is it looks like it's going to be competitive, so you need to come with your nearly finished ideas the same way that Bambi did last year and just show, look, I've got a really cool staging concept. Because Eurovision is so competitive right now, you've got to have really, really, really cool visuals, and you've got to be showing, I've got tons of ideas. We can take the best one of those, pick them and elevate. I'm hoping that these 2 years now will give him more confidence. I think having his sister on stage is genius. It's going to calm him. He's going to feel more confident. He doesn't have to do any dance moves this time like he did with Too Good For Your Love. I think some movement will be good. I think standing there the whole time, like I said, it's going to come across flat, but there's ways to move that aren't very technically difficult or having to hit a lot of big complicated dance breaks. Would love to see some camera tricks or some playing with lighting. Think outside the box, elevate the crap out of this. He has a small overlap with Reylta in that kind of Celtic feel, but I felt like his had like a small bit of indie to it. I don't know, I didn't feel like I was listening to the same song that I just heard from Reylta. Hers was a little bit more ballady. His had the dance beat, it had that energy going through the song. So I feel like they're different enough. Maybe I would have if I'd listened to them back to back. So maybe it might be good if they're separated in the Eurosong final. Wish him well. He's obviously a fan of Eurosong. He's watching the show. He's entered it twice. I want a fan to go. I want someone who's really passionate about the contest. He sounded really well in the interview. I think he'd be a good representative for us. Our fourth hopeful contestant is Samantha Mumba singing My Way. So really surprised to see that Samantha Mumba is the fast-tracked artist in Eurosong 2025. We're not getting Lyra. Samantha Mumba is the fast-tracked artist. Huge surprise. I was not expecting this. She's been rumored for years. It's the kind of like with the UK talking about Sophie Ellis-Bextor and Steps. In Ireland, we talk about every year about Samantha Mumba. This year, she has actually put a song forward. So really, really exciting. In case you don't know, she was very big in 2000. I think that's when she first launched. She did a song called Gotta Tell You, which is a really great song. It's still a really great song. It's aged well. And then she had a couple more singles. And I remember it was hyped that she was going to break America, and Baby Come On Over, This Night Is Our Night was that single. It had a very American style music video. And then I guess things didn't work out because, yeah, it went to number 49 in the US. And it just looks like things kind of fizzled out. She didn't have any singles between 2002 and 2013. And then, yeah, I honestly haven't heard of her for several years. It's called My Way. But I'm very excited to hear what Samantha Mumba has. Samantha Mumba, My Way, Wanna Know My Secret Bang. Okay. Ooh, very big starting. Voice sounds really beautiful. She has a lovely voice. Very bassy. Ooh, those violins are lovely. Got a real like big movie epic sound to it. This is a promising beginning. Nice vocal ad-libbing there. Okay. Are we getting a big pop drop? Or I don't know what's going to become. There's a beautiful sinister quality in that. Okay. I'm very curious what's coming. Wow. Okay, it's not going to be like a girly bop. It's more like intense and sincere. Okay. Or is it turning into a beady bop now? Violins coming. This feels very dramatic. I'm really enjoying this so far. That violin's doing a lot of work. Pay him double. Ooh. Damn. She's kind of going big with this. Sounds really like epic, like the finale of the big movie. Give me a little bit of that computer game as well. This computer game. Yeah, wow. Production sounds really, really high class. This could have incredible staging as well because the song is so dramatic. Something dramatic on stage fits with that. Wow. Damn, yeah. I feel like it's very unconventional. I can't predict what's coming up next. A couple of Irish instrumentation coming in now, but it's not over the top. God, this is a really hard one to pin down. But that's good, it's keeping him on my toes. Not too hard to sing, so she can do a lot of movement. Oh, is she finished or she got more? Very strange outro. Now, I'm going to give full credit to her there because she totally subverted my expectations. I thought we were getting like a very standard girly bop, a little bit, kind of like Erica Cody. I thought it was going to be something similar to that. But actually, that had some really cool, interesting ideas to it. It sounded like a big, grandiose, like dramatic, over-the-top movie, which some people might say is like too over-the-top. It's got a real epicness to it throughout the whole thing. That fiddle does so much work. I really, really enjoy it. It's got a sinisterness to it. It sounds like a League of Legends song. Actually, it's funny because we just had a song from Taya and Selena. She just did a song with League of Legends called Bite Marks. Go check that out if you haven't seen it already. It's got that same kind of like grandiose cinematic feel. Really enjoyed that. I'm so happy because I got to be honest now, when I saw Samantha Mumba was in, I kind of was thinking, is this going to be one of these artists who come back when they're not at the peak of their career and do just something a little bit half-assed? This sounds really good. I really think this is high quality. It's funny though, because I've seen generally the response to it so far has been super Marmite. People either love it or hate it. I'm in the love it category for now. I think that sounds really exciting. It sounds like cinematic music that could go with staging that's also super cinematic and exciting. Now that's her job to do. She's given herself a very thrilling score to create her staging too. Vocals sound great. I don't think it's hard to sing. So I think that frees her up to do some cardio on the stage. I'm so delighted. This is really unexpected. I thought I was going to be getting a real basic ballad from Lyra. And instead I'm getting this really unexpected, exciting, well-produced song from Samantha Mumba. Totally out of nowhere. I'm completely not gobsmacked. I'm really, really happy though. I heard a little bit of Irish dancing sounding music as well, but it's not too over the top. It's not too cheesy. I wonder, is she going to have some Irish dancers? Could that be something that she includes as well? We've seen that Irish dancing isn't just river dance. It's been modernized big time. You've got people who are doing really contemporary style modern dance, that look Irish dancing, which looks very, very different from the dance break that we had with Donna and Joe McCall, who had the most inexplicable Irish dancing break ever. This could feel a little bit more natural if we're getting something super dramatic and then the Irish dancers come on and work with her. Late Late Show stage is not great for a big grandiose performance. It's pretty cramped, so she's going to have to try and make it look super dynamic. That doesn't feel like a contrived Eurovision. It's got the Irish instrumentation, which I will admit can come across as a gimmick, but she's done it quite subtly. That fiddle and the violin, which is working quite hard in the whole song, doesn't sound like over the top Irish. Like, it's not like she's going to have a leprechaun on stage jumping out of a pot of gold playing it. She's got great star quality. She's got loads of experience. Gotta say, actually, that last 10 seconds was very confusing. It sounded like we got some like bubbling noises or something. I think maybe just change it to a more stripped back version with just her and the violin having like a sultry moment with some cool lighting. Okay, next up, song number 5, we have Emmy singing Laika Party. Now, of course, I know who Emmy is. She sang Witchwoods in MGP maybe 2020 or 2021? 2021. She qualified to the final, but she didn't make the top 4. For some reason now she's entered the song into Irish Eurosong. Gotta admit now, let's be real for a second, this is giving MGP reject. We do know that MGP reduced the amount of songs from 18 to 10, so a lot of songs are not able to get in. We'll have to find out. The song is called Laika Party. I'm gonna guess that that is a reference to Laika, who was the first dog who went into space. They put poor Laika into a spaceship and shot her into the sky. I don't think she came. Did she come back alive? I don't think there's a particularly happy ending to this. I'll put up a little picture of cute little Laika here. One of the first animals in space and the first to orbit the Earth. She was a stray Mongol from the streets of Moscow. She died of hypothermia hours into the flight. Okay, so not the happiest ending for poor little Laika. Maybe this song is reimagining Laika having a party on the spaceship. Very curious as well to see how the Irish fans are going to react to a Norwegian being in Eurosong, because usually in Eurosong they do interviews with all the contestants, so it's going to come up like, why didn't you enter MGP? Okay, this is Emmy singing Laika Party, Wanna Know My Secret Bang. That is very MGP coded. This wasn't written by Gote, was it? Oh yes. This is what I want in MGP. It's very like My AI from last year. Similar vibe. Fun, light, electronic. Yes, it is about Laika the space dog who died of hypothermia. She loves to fly. I don't think she had much choice in the matter. It's fun. It's very lighthearted. And it's something different again now. This is the 5th song. This is like bubblegum pop. Bouncy, bubbly. Okay, another beat. Oh, I was hoping for a second beat there. Okay, nice vocals there. And Emmy had cool staging for Witchwood, so I hope she brings that as well. As an MGP superfan, I recognize the Norwegian sound so much. This sounds so Norwegian. I like it though. I'm curious though how Irish fans are going to react. I like that bit. That bit's really cute. It's got a nice beat. Look, I'm downloading this. Let's just be real, because I'm going to listen to it in the gym. So let's just get that out of the way. And I like songs about, like, it's a cute theme as well. I like songs about anything. Okay, is the song going to grow a lot? It's got a nice pop drop as well. Nice and thumpy. I don't know if this would be the best entry for us, but I think it's definitely good quality in the national final again. I've already picked up the tune. It's very easy to process, very accessible. Young audience is gonna love this. They're gonna more than love this. They're gonna annoy their parents asking for it to be on repeat. If you have children, do not play them this song. Oh, I was just about to say how's she gonna end it. She does a key change. Okay, bonus points. Okay, there's things to like here. Like, you just can't not bop your head. I thought that was enjoyable. When it comes to MGP, I admit I have questionable taste. So I'm not going to say that me liking it is necessarily a good thing. It's different from all the other songs we've had so far. Absolutely. It stands out. We have 5 very different songs, which I really, really like so far. When you've got too many songs of the same genre, it's really obvious which one is going to win. Whereas now we've got 5 who are all doing different things, and they're all decent quality as well. So I'm looking forward to this. I think we're going to get Pink on stage. I think it's going to look a lot like My AI from MGP last year. It really doesn't have any Irish identity whatsoever. And I think people do want to have like a little bit of something. Although then again, we sent Wild Youth, which had absolutely was the most generic crap. But I suppose it was from like an Irish band. It was Irish generic crap. I'll be interested to see how people react, because I don't think we tend to have that many non-Irish in our final. But I really enjoyed that. I think this national final so far is really fun. But yes, I wish Emmy the best. I'm looking forward to her performance at Eurosong. And now let's go to our 6th and final entry. It's NIYL singing Growth. I presume his name is NIYL. NIYL is a Irish name. He spelled it NIYL, which is not how it's normally spelled. It's normally spelled NIALL. Maybe he's trying to make a small pun on vinyl, because it looks very similar word. Or similar to Reylta. Maybe he got sick of people mispronouncing his name. I really couldn't find too much information about him online. I did find his Instagram. He's definitely got like more of a vintage style, a lot more kind of pastels, photos of him standing in Irish nature with like kind of sparse and very empty, a little bit lonely. Yeah, he's got a cute style to him, and it looks like he also has been on tour with a band called Hermitage Green, who I don't know, but it looks like he was a supporting act for them. So he's got a little bit of experience of performing live and touring, which is really, really important before you go onto the Eurovision stage. The song is called Growth, and we've had really great variety so far in this national final, so I hope we're getting something new again. This is our second guy. We've got 4 ladies and 2 guys. This is NIYL singing Growth. Wanna know my secret bang? Ooh. Very different beginning, very minimalist. Yes, this is going to be something different. Great variety this year, again. Giving you a real, this sounds very indie, very singer-songwriter. It sounds like maybe there's a female vocal supporting him. A little bit of electronic production, but it's still very stripped back. Oh, that's quite a wow pop drop. Yeah, very indie feeling. Teeny tiny bit of Jose feel. Nice little bit, I think that's a Byron beat behind him. Oh, that's lovely. Really beautiful kind of chaos sounding production in the background. Vocals are very hard, but if he hits that, it could be a moment. Okay, tiny bit of a mix up there. Oh. A little bit of extra production coming in now, wonderful. This feels really heartfelt, really sincere. It's got a bit more soul than some of the entries. Yes, oh, he's adding stuff in, this is very nice. I like this, this represents a kind of like indie Irish scene in a way. That's quite catchy. And it's easy to process as well, I think you could pick it up quite quickly. The production is very understated in the background, it's almost quite ghostly. That's a key moment. If this vocal overlay works in the show, that's going to be stunning. But it's very difficult to do. And he's got some new lines coming in now for the third part. This is well done. He's been studying his Eurovision. Yeah, there's extra layers. It's cleverly done. It is repetitive, but then they're adding in another line. Wonderful. Oh, he's been reading my diary. That is so energetic. I feel like real energy at the end. I feel the growth of the song. Oh, lovely ending. Is this the outro? Oh, that's really fantastic. This sounds very Irish and quite different. A little bit of an electronic line coming in. Oh, that was excellent. That is such a new perspective for Eurosong. I really, really, really enjoyed that. That was so well constructed because really the song was very repetitive, but he just kept on adding in these new lines, new byrons, new beats, new electronic elements, new singing, new harmonization. So the song just kept on evolving into this absolutely beautiful ending. I love that ending. It just felt like chaos, but really beautiful chaos. It wasn't messy or cacophonous. It was really well edited. Those vocals are a little bit concerned. They sounded so difficult to hit some of those high notes, and the company has to do so. I'm really praying that he's a super talented singer because that is a really cool song. It's really different. I can't think of anything we've had in Eurovision recently that's like that. It sounds really super Irish as well. And that feels like a real dangerous wild card now at the end. You know, theoretically it could go on stage and it could just sound too repetitive and it could fall super flat. But then if that comes alive and we get this evolution through the song, the song's called Growth, and it's a fantastic title because I absolutely felt that growth and evolution throughout the song. If he can match that in the visuals as well, with this growth and all these layers in the song coming through, gosh, this can be super, super wow. And then imagine if he won and he was paired up with Sergio Hyen. I love it. I love his Instagram as well, this minimalist nature feel, kind of loneliness. Could the staging just be him on his own? Or maybe one person kind of acting as a character around him? Going for a quick second listen, actually. Oh, wow. That is absolutely stunning. Sorry, I had to go in for a second listen. That feels like a druid's chant that's just building up in intensity throughout the whole thing. The rawness, the earnestness in it is just fabulous. I changed my mind about the staging, by the way. I think it would be wonderful to have him in the center and just have like a lazy Susan spinning with these 4 people facing outwards, just kind of like building in intensity and drama as the song builds up. Because I was just getting that kind of like incantation feeling throughout the whole song. That last hit as we go into the last third is just absolutely fantastic. I almost got chills with that generally. But that really just left such a fabulous impression on me. He has to be so freaking careful that it doesn't get repetitive. And the way he does that is hitting the vocals, making them sound special, and changing up the staging, changing the color, changing his position, little introductions of new things. I think having these 4 like banshee druids around him, or something is added on each time we get this new layering. I'm so glad I did a silent second listen to that, because I could just hear so much of this wonderful depth of layering and production. There are so many little things going on in all different directions, different sounds, electronic wailing, accompaniments to him. That's just absolutely that is one of my favorite songs I've listened to this season. Seriously, if you want to know what my number one is going to be, you're going to have to watch my analysis video where I'm going to talk about all 6 songs, what I think about Eurosong this year, who I think can win, who's my top 6, and we'll look at the community top 6 as well and see who can fill those big boots trying to follow up Bambi Thug from last year. Okay, what did you think about these 6 fantastic songs? Please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. No new donations on Buy Me Coffee or PayPal, but if you want to support the channel, I'll leave a link for you here. And of course, thank you to my wonderful patrons for patronizing me from all around the world. If you want to check out my Patreon, you can get some early releases, the original audio, you can be in the credits, and you can support the channel. So go check that out if you're a fan. But of course, thank you so much just for being here, and I hope to see you in another Eurovision national final reaction video very, very soon. Goodbye.